Dance Arts of Columbia provides fitness fun for everyone from 3 years old to adult. Dance Arts is a good environment where the friendly staff makes you feel comfortable. Dance Arts feels that dance is an art form that you can experience firsthand by learning tap, jazz, modern, musical theater, lyrical, and ballet. Dance Arts urges you to enjoy a sense of accomplishment while getting fit and having fun. For class information, call 875-1569. Dance Arts of Columbia, serving Columbia since 1979.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on this Monday, April the 28th. Only a couple of days left in the month of April as we head into the merry month of May. Let's start first of all with our first guest, RON SCHMIDT. Good to have you here,
Thanks
Ron.
for having me.
And you are from C.A.R.E. Explain what C.A.R.E. is.
Well, it's a City of Columbia program in the Parks and Recreation Department, and C.A.R.E. stands for Career Awareness Related Experience, and we place at-risk youth at different work sites. We pay their salaries, and the work sites supervise them and mentor them so that they get the real-world hands-on experience that they're lacking.
Is this a fairly new program?
We've been around for 32 years.
32 years?
Yep. We were started by Wynne Faye Albert, who unfortunately passed away not too long ago, and Bill Thompson, two longtime Parks and Recreation employees.
So what happens is these kids who are at-risk kids really get a taste of what it's like to earn a living in the real world.
Absolutely.
And what kind of jobs are they doing?
Anything minimum wage type of positions. We need restaurants to come on board. We need daycare centers. We have University Hospital. We have the library. We have just about any type of business you can think of. We need that so that we have a wide variety of choices for our trainees.
So what you're asking that if businesses listening to us this morning are interested in being a part of this C.A.R.E. program, to give you a call.
Absolutely.
You provide the employees for the business. The business pays the, does the business pay the employee or the city?
We pay them.
The City of Columbia pays the employees.
They are City of Columbia employees, so basically the work sites get free labor, but they are supervising and mentoring the youth to help them learn the do's and don'ts of the workplace.
Now, is this only available to a business, or can individuals hire someone to help if they need some assistance doing odd jobs around the house?
Well, if they can give them 20 hours a week of work and supervise them, I'm sure we'd work with anybody. But we have for-profit businesses, nonprofit businesses. We have just about any kind of business you can think of.
And do you have enough kids also?
We do. We had nearly 500 applicants for 185 positions.
Okay. If people listening to us want to take advantage of this program, either as an employee or employer, what do they do?
Well, we've actually closed the applications for the 185 youth, but we need places to place them. So if somebody thinks they might be a good work site for us, they can call me at 874-6377.
Okay, so if you're listening to us and you need some help, and it's only part-time help for the summertime,
yes,
you can call Ron for the C.A.R.E. program, the City of Columbia. They provide the people, you supervise, and you get the work done, and the city pays for it.
Absolutely.
The phone number again is?
874-6377.
6377. 874-6377. Well, that's a pretty good deal
for
everybody.
The neat thing is last summer, at the end of the summer, 1/3 of the trainees were offered positions out of the business's budget. So basically after 8 weeks, they said, "You're doing a great job. We want to hire you ourselves." So those are some really good stories.
Yeah. 874-6377 if you want more information. Ron, thank you so much for coming by. That's a wonderful program. C.A.R.E. with the City of Columbia. Now, Ashley Ritzo is with us. Good to have you here, Ashley. Central Missouri Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics.
It's a mouthful.
Wow, it is. It is. But we're going to talk about something that we all know is important: eating our fruits and vegetables. And people who eat their fruits and vegetables live longer, have less illness, and just have an all-around better life, right?
That's right. Yep.
You were telling me you came in loaded with statistics today.
There were a couple of studies recently that I was looking at to talk to you about today. One of them was looking specifically at servings of fruits and vegetables. And what they found was that the more fruits and vegetables these study participants ate, the lower their risk of death from all causes was. was.
So you're saying the more you eat of fruits and vegetables, you have a better chance of not dying from cancer, from heart disease, Parkinson's disease, any of the whole gamut of illnesses. The more you eat, the better off you are. The more vegetables and fruits you eat, the better off you are.
Right, particularly vegetables.
Okay, how many servings of fruits and vegetables should we have in a day?
Well, according to the study, 7 or more was the most protective. It reduced the risk of death by 42%.
Oh my goodness. If you, these are pretty astounding numbers that you're coming up with. So if you have 7 or more servings of fruits and vegetables, you're going to reduce your threat of dying from any of these diseases by 42%?
That's what the study showed.
Okay, now what is considered a serving?
A serving of fruits or vegetables on average is about 1 cup. So that would be the size of a baseball.
Okay, you have 1 cup for each serving. Now you said if you're eating dried fruit like prunes or raisins, then it's a half a cup.
Right, a quarter to a half a cup, a little bit less because it's more concentrated.
Okay, now is it better, are fresh vegetables better for you or frozen vegetables? Or does it make any difference?
Well, there was actually another study recently that was comparing those two things, fresh vegetables versus frozen. And what they found was that the frozen vegetables actually retained more nutrients because they were frozen sooner versus the fresh that sits in the grocery store and then sits in your refrigerator.
So frozen vegetables have more nutrients than the fresh vegetables?
That's right.
Oh, what about canned goods?
Canned is a little bit different. Usually they add lots of salt, or in fruit, a lot of times they'll add sugar. So it's best to stick with fresh or frozen, but if you do choose canned, choose the no salt added or canned in 100% juice.
Okay. So I would have thought that you said that you would tell me that the frozen vegetables aren't as nutritious as the fresh vegetables. But it's just the other way around. Unless you go and pick a fresh vegetable right out of your garden.
There you go.
And eat it immediately. Then you're okay.
Right.
Okay.
All of them, both fresh and frozen, are great. But
Okay. Yeah, well, that's interesting information that you have. Thank you for sharing all those studies with us.
Thank you for having me.
I would imagine there's a study for everything, isn't there? If people want more information, well, where can they go online and get this information?
Well, Fruits and Veggies morematters.gov has lots of good information on
Fruits and Veggies morematters.gov. Okay. Ashley, Ritzo, thank you so much for coming by. You're always a delight to have with us.
Thank you.
All right, tomorrow we're going to meet sculptor Saber Tall Meyer, and she's got some interesting stories to share with us. Our program directed by Travis McMillan of the Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio is Pat Akers from KBIA. Our floor director is Rachel Gangware, and our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. If you'd like to watch this program again or listen to it again, you can go to kbia.org, click on talk shows and radio friends, and you can get all these statistics all over. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.